What's up, everybody? This is Corey Scott, the People's Attorney, coming to you once again. And I want to talk to you about a huge problem, a monster of a problem, a monstrosity of a problem. That's right. It was almost probably about 3 years ago. And I'm talking about the last Godzilla movie that came out. And I am a huge fan. So, as you might imagine, as this movie was getting closer and closer, the anticipation for me was just really at an all-time high. And so the thing finally came out, and I went and I watched it. It came out on DVD, and of course, I got me a copy of it. So one night, I am watching this movie, enjoying the movie, and one of the things that really stood out to me, it just came to me that particular time, was this monster, this Godzilla. The only way that it could continue to function and move about and be the monster of a problem that it was it had to constantly be fed fresh bodies in order to thrive, in order to move on, in order to continue to pose this problem for humanity. And as I was sitting there, almost like I started talking to myself, and almost like that little man, you used to see in the cartoons where thing taps you on the shoulder and says, well, Corey, doesn't this seem like this movie is almost like an analogy for the U.S. criminal justice system? And I sat there for a moment and my creative mind kicked in, and I responded. I said, well, why, yes, it does, actually. I mean, think about it. You're talking about a monster of a problem. You're talking about something that devours humanity. You're talking about something that can only thrive if it's constantly fed fresh and new bodies, new names, new people, new stories. And I thought about it and it blew my mind. And I want to talk about this monster of a problem that we have in America. America, the home of the free, that actually incarcerates more people than any other country on the face of the earth. And part of the problem, I want to talk about this in a series of videos over the next couple of days, but part of the problem is America's dependency on plea agreements. That's right. America's dependency on plea agreements. And so what I want to talk about is, number one, I'm going to share this right now. Of all the cases that are filed, 95% of the criminal cases filed in America are resolved by way of a plea agreement. And that is a staggering number by any measure. And let me just tell you, by way of experience as well as research, nowhere near 95% of the people charged are actually guilty of the crimes as charged. So the question becomes, why are so many of these cases being resolved by way of plea agreement? And that's what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about this monstrosity of a problem, this monster of a problem that we have on our hands that is literally devouring mankind on an everyday basis. And so tune in, because we're going to talk about it. And we're going to start to talk about it from the entry point of America's plea agreement dependency. See you soon.